Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Revolution Wrestling here live on YouTube. And folks, we have ourselves a heck of a start. Let's take a look backstage at what's happened so far.
Last week, the law made its presence felt. Jermanthony, Sutton, Charles Chungus, you were just collateral damage. It wasn't personal, it was business. My father, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, he taught me at a very young age, when you've got money and you've got power, you don't ask, you take. And that is exactly what the law does. We don't wait for opportunities, we create them. David Otunga, you don't even need to speak, because your actions, they say it all. And last week, that was just an opening statement. In life, in business, and in this ring, the law always wins.
Well, that was one heck of a start, and now let's start it off with the Law taking on Charles Chungus and Jermanthony Sutton. Once again, folks, welcome to Revolution Wrestling Episode 2 here live on YouTube, and we're going to start it off with some tag team action. Of course, you guys know the rules of all Tornado tag matches here in Revolution Wrestling. Every match, Tornado tag, no tags, everybody's in the ring, everybody's getting action, and it's going to be really hard to keep track, so we're going to do our best. But folks, introducing first, representing both sides of the Law, Ted DiBiase Jr. and David Otunga. Of course, Otunga, Harvard-educated lawyer, very popular in the pro wrestling universe as far as taking on legal cases regarding pro wrestlers. DiBiase, of course, coming from the crime family, the DiBiase crime family, making their impact on our pilot episode by attacking this man as well as his tag team partner. Introducing first from Guadalajara, Mexico, he is Charles Chungus. Chungus, a huge fan favorite of the Revolution Wrestling universe. This man has wrestled all around the world. This is not his first stint here in the United States, although Chungus, look at that nice springboard there, quite popular here in the US and Mexico. Of course, in his debut matchup here against Jermanthony Sutton, he was able to be successful in pinning the young upstart, but was attacked by the Law after the match, setting up this tag team match here on episode 2, and now his tag team partner from Mississippi, the Mississippi Mountain Man, or Mountainous Man rather, he is Jermanthony Sutton. Of course, Jermanthony, named after famous NBA legends Jermaine O'Neal and Carmelo Anthony. Did not choose the basketball path, rather the professional wrestling path. This has been his first tenure his first adventure rather here in the world of pro wrestling. And honestly, it's done him good so far. He was very impressive on the pilot in an almost winning effort. Had about 85% of the match going in his favor, but just the inexperience of this man so far, of Sutton, could not, played a huge deterrent as to whether or not he was the victor or not. Either way, we are excited to see what Sutton can do in this matchup, especially teaming with a veteran such as Charles Chungus, former tag team champion in his own right, with tag team partners such as Large Martinez, Trevor Murdoch, a whole plethora of different wrestling who's throughout the lifetime. And now, what a big clothesline right out the gate from Otunga. And Sutton flattening, oh my goodness, a nice blockbuster as well here in this matchup, folks. Who do you think is going to win in our opening contest? Will it be the Law, or will it be the makeshift team of Sutton and Chungus? Will these two men, these single stars, be able to extract some revenge on the men who attacked them after their match Or will the tag team prowess of the Law proceed here tonight? Let us know in the comments section. And again, thank you for watching us. If you are here with us live on YouTube, if you are watching after the fact, we do appreciate you guys no matter when or how you watch, as long as you do it. That's all we care about. Is here we go. David Otunga, nice backbreaker on Chungus. Chungus known for his power, his speed, and his high flying ability. Something you don't see out of a lot of people. Ted DiBiase, speaking of flying, with a nice missile drop kick there, as right now our director has the focus on Otunga, putting in the work on Charles Chungus. Of course, still to come tonight, our main event, which will be Tokodo Yuri taking on John Cena, one-on-one, in what could be a future #1 contendership match. Either way, it should be a very exciting matchup. Two men at the top of their game. And speaking of the game, let's head back right here into the middle of the ring. After Otunga flattens Chungus, Ted DiBiase gets had a submission on right in the ropes though. As now, look at that, an Otunga stretch. And he's able to break it up. Otunga really locked in that stretch for a while though. I don't know how much extra damage that did to Chungus. Sutton now. Sutton looks like a giant compared to all three of these men. Standing in at over 6'7". Here we go. Now Chungus at the headlock. No. Otunga with a go behind. Russian leg sweep from the lawyer. Ted DiBiase shoots him into the ropes. Shoots himself into the ropes. Big clothesline inside out. Taking the big man off his feet. And folks, this really does come down to how well you know your partner. In these non-tag tornado situations, it's about how much you can trust your tag team partner to get the job done, right? So it's not just, you know, everybody hyper-focusing on the guys that are just in the ring. It's, you got to get your stuff done too. It's a whole different type of strategy that we've seen throughout the years. Now Otunga picking up. Oh, wait a sec. Chungus accidentally gets flipped by Sutton. And David Otunga with the press. Oh no. He's calling for it. Here he is. The judge and executioner. Right on Chungus in the middle of the ring. Ted DiBiase has him tied up there. 1, 2, and 3. That is it. The Law has succeeded in their tag team debut here in Revolution Wrestling. Of course, the two single stars. This is where it really all turned to poo, for lack of a better term there. Sutton accidentally grabbing Chungus mid-match. And then, of course, the judge and executioner into the cover. Hook of the far leg. And that was it, folks. Your winners are the Law. I don't see Charles Chungus getting any revenge anytime soon. However, the jury must still be out for Jeremiah Sutton. Sorry, Jermanthony Sutton. Will Sutton be able to get some revenge on these two? Although it not being tonight, you never know. Here in Revolution Wrestling, we will be right back. Going to show a quick promo and then hear from another superstar inside the ring.
So this is Revolution Wrestling, huh? The place where everybody talks about starting a revolution. Cute. But revolutions don't start with soft hands. In the future belongs to men who are willing to earn it the hard way. You can call me Clint Hardaway, the man who don't need luck, politics, or some shiny poster to make an impact. I make my name the same way I break my opponents bone by bone and moment by moment. See, some guys out here want to impress the crowd, some want to shake hands in the locker room, some want to be a champion one day, but me? I'm here to hurt feelings, shatter expectations, and introduce every single wrestler in this company to a brand new lifestyle choice of pain. Because in Revolution Wrestling, I'm not here to fit in. I'm not here to play by your rules. I'm here to test out, see if the roster can survive before it snaps in half. You want a revolution? Well, I am the revolution. But you don't get it the easy way. You get it the hard way.
I'm glad we got to hear from Clint. See if he does it the hard way in the future. However, tonight is an easy contest for us to enjoy. It's Jess and Jinder taking on DX. Now, introducing first, making their way down to the ring, they are the team of Jess and Jinder. Now, a lot of people, oh, look at that pyro. A lot of people say that I sound like Jess, and that is a very interesting theory. Of course, Jess, former commentator here on the show, has done some work all throughout the world. I don't hear the resemblance personally, but I'll take it as a compliment. The man has been known to produce some excellent commentary over the years. However, tonight he is choosing to be amazing inside the ring rather than on the microphone. Jess and Jinder, two worlds colliding. Of course, the modern-day Maharaja teaming up with the amazing one here in tag team action. Of course, we will be seeing some form of tag titles in the near future, especially with all these teams we have here inside the Revolution. But it's all about right now, although there's no gold on the line, you never know who's going to be winning that gold. You never know who's going to be having an opportunity for that gold. And in order to get an opportunity, you do need wins here to start off the year. And folks, introducing next, he is one half of DX. He is the X in DX. He is X-Pac. And no, I cannot tell him what to do or what to wear. In case you were wondering, that's not me. I don't get to do that. X-Pac making his return here to the Revolution. He did, unfortunately, him and Jason did receive a loss at the pilot in their tag team opener, in their tag team debut rather, against the Legion of Doom, who we will be seeing later on in the series. Oh, look at that from X-Pac. Tonight, they do know who their opponents are. Of course, Jason was the one who tried to surprise everybody with the inclusion of X-Pac, and then they themselves were surprised by LOD. Tonight, there is no surprise. They know who they're coming into fighting. And making his way now is the tag team partner of X-Pac. He puts the D in DX. He is Jason D. Davis. Of course, Jason, former hardcore champion, former Twitch TV champion, and other promotions as well. Of course, now we're on YouTube, so Twitch doesn't mean much to us. Former Trios champion, tag team champion. This man has done a lot in this industry. And honestly, I mean, we can't really hide the fact that there is some history with Jess and Jason in this ring right now. And look, oh, I thought Jason was going to go right after him. And he is! Look at that! Right off the gate, these two, picking up where they left off. Of course, their last singles match was the Falls Count Anywhere match that I Quit. Actually, it was the I Quit match in Ring the Bell Endgame back in 2023. So it's been over 2 years since these guys have shared a ring together. And now with different tag team partners, who would have ever thought that Jess and Jinder would be where they're at? Or that X-Pac would return to the ring to team with Jason? Anyways, folks, let us know who you think is going to be walking away with another tag team victory. Will it be DX or will it be Jess and Jinder? Let us know over in the chat feature on YouTube. If you're watching us live, if you're watching us on delay, feel free. Oh my goodness, X-Pac just chucked Jinder across the ring. Beautiful maneuver there, and now Jason with the headlock. Counter there from Jess, nice maneuver there from Jinder as well. And of course, Yuri versus Cena still to come in our main event You're going to want to stick with us, folks, because that is a match you're not going to want to miss. Two men, future potential world champions. That's what I'll say. As now we have 4 men fighting inside the tag team division right here. Jess and Jason again working at each other there, while X-Pac and Jinder fight in the other corner. Of course, Jess and Jason growing up together in Massachusetts. Now both have gone their different ways, found different partners. Jess, of course, had that huge mental breakdown after he was lit on fire in Ring the Bell Wrestling. X-Pac has not seen a lot of action as of... Oh no, wait a sec. Double underhook. No, Jason counters. Again, as we say, they know each other too well. And that's the hard part here, is because Jason and Jess know each other's counters to a T. Oh, wait a sec. Jess is accidentally struck by Jinder there. Oh, nice suplex there from Jess. Jinder now. Big back suplex into the center of the ring. Jinder now headlock. Jess now with the go behind German suplex. And Jess, what are you doing at our table? Hey man, that's not cool. So not cool. Oh, big drop kick from Jinder. Nope, Jinder now go behind on X-Pac in the ring. Jess has Jason on the table. Oh no. Jess, what are you doing? Come on, not my table. Oh my goodness! Unbelievable! Huge diving elbow drop through the table. Oh, wait a sec. Springboard bulldog from X-Pac. There you go, Jinder now. Oh, wait a sec. Look at Jess playing defense over there. Jason's trying to get back in the ring. Jess is keeping him at bay. Oh, then Jason finally able to get him off the apron. Oh, there he goes again. Back inside the ring. 2-on-1 now, right now on X-Pac. These two jockeying for position. X-Pac now. Irish whip into the far corner. Oh, wait a sec. Nice spinning neck breaker from Jinder. Oh, wait. Jess still being quite elusive there on the on the apron. Look at that. Able to... Wait a sec. Springboard. Blockbuster. Jinder now float over neck breaker again. Jess has Jason up for something. Oh, wait a sec. Exploder. The T-boner. Scoop slam from Jinder. And right now it looks like it may be a clean sweep. No! Kick out from X-Pac. The D with a chop. Jinder with a chop as well. Oh, Jason now sending Jess to the middle rope. Is he going for another back suplex? Protect your necks, kids. That one's going to hurt. Big single leg drop kick from Jess. He bounces right back. Big splash in the corner there from Jess. Oh, where's he going? Jinder and X-Pac fighting outside. Jess and Jason inside the ring. Nice takedown there. Greco-Roman style. Wait a sec, is that going to be it? No! Jason sneaks out. Oh no, wait a sec. Look at that in the corner. Jinder just put X-Pac through the barricade. And a German suplex into the cover. No! That was a great opportunity. Wait a sec. Pay dirt! Pay dirt! Pay dirt! 1, 2, 3. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in a row, X-Pac has abandoned Jason on the in this matchup forcing him to take the fall. So far, DX 0-2. Jess and Jinder 0-1. Jess with a huge diving elbow. Of course, earlier, the T-bone right there. Of course, we try to see that suplex, but eventually it was the pay dirt that did him dirty. And folks, your winners in their first ever time teaming together, Jess and Jinder. The Maharaja and the Amazing One are victorious tonight. Not what I can say for the D, at least. Looks like DX gonna have to go back to the drawing board, see if they can pick up their first win in the tag division. Folks, we will be right back.
You listen in America. I'm done. All the talk, fast food, fancy dances. You think those shoulders make you tough? Try scrumming 80 minutes with no pads. You'll crumble. I don't need a helmet to bury you. So bring your stars, bring the stripes, bring the cheers, bring the hype. But when the whistle blows, it's rugby time.
So you're looking for a revolution, huh? Well, you found the one that's gonna lead the charge. Revolution Wrestling, say hello to Mike Flecha Jr. You know, I've been in this game for a little while, and I've done everything and everything in my entire career. But the one thing I haven't done was come to a part of the world that I never thought I would realize. And let me tell you, I am ready to take the next step. Revolution Wrestling, this is my time, my moment in the spotlight. And let's just say it, if you want to cause a little chaos, want to have a little fun, then you found the right guy for everything. You know, all my friends call me MFJ. A lot of them call me Mike Flecha Jr. But one thing I am looking forward to is the opportunity to battle it out with the best of the best. The best wrestlers in the world. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, I'm ready to take you all on. And when it's all said and done, let's just say this. You will fall to the 3 most devastating letters in Revolution Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the MFJ.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event. But first, next week's main event, Manus and Isaiah Chimmel for the world title. Now, it is Tokoda Yuri taking on John Cena. 1-on-1. Didn't mean to tease you guys with next week's upcoming matchup there, but here we are. Of course, next week, big championship match. These two men looking to not be far behind and potentially challenge the winner of that championship match next week. Introducing first from the island of Japan, he is Tokoda Yuri. Yuri, of course, coming up a little bit short in our first ever main event, that championship scramble match, alongside Ken Shamrock and Clint Hardaway, Jinder, and of course the current champion Manus, looking to pick up some momentum here. Speaking of momentum, here's a guy who debuted and earned a victory for Team USA. He is John Cena. The West Newbury native making his singles debut inside of the Revolution. See him there with his Celtics-inspired gear. Very fun gear, to say the least. Cena, of course, a decorated world champion wherever he's been. And now he looks to add one more title to his repertoire. That being the Revolution Wrestling Championship, but he cannot get there if he cannot beat Tokodo Yuri. That is a fact. The winner of this match does set themselves up in line for a title shot in the future. Of course, we said the same thing last week about Shamrock and Rhodes, but clearly they aren't done with each other. So honestly, these two men have a great shot of being the next in line. Here we go. Tie up here in the center of the ring, collar and elbow. Cena coming out with the strength advantage there. Nice snapmare into the elbow to the back of the neck. Guys, who do you think is going to win in our main event of the evening? Is it going to be John Cena, the former world champion, or the Japanese sensation, Tokodo Yuri? Let us know in the comments section. Maybe if you are watching this after we have been live, maybe you're 3 for 3 on predictions. Let us know in the comments. If this is your first time watching, let us know. Say hi. As now Yuri getting tied up here. Cena, nice takedown there. Thought he was going for the STF. But it looks like Yuri able to scramble out of it. Cena now, big clothesline in the corner. And an up and over. Cena now in control of this matchup. He's got him now tied up. Here Yuri now has him. Big knee breaker. Yuri right across the knee. This man definitely a powerhouse. If I was to use one word to describe him, it is powerhouse. He does have some striking capabilities, but I mean, you take a look at that build, right? That is a big man. A hefty man. Cena having a trouble picking him up too, but has him up for the vertical suplex. See, once you get him up, there's more of a balancing act there. Normally Cena likes to hold those suplexes for longer. The vertical suplex usually likes to get the blood rushing to the head. Clearly the strength of Yuri and the weight of Yuri preventing Cena from doing that. And now Cena now whipping him into the corner. Nice hip toss. That sit down hip toss that Cena's known for. Nice neck breaker there. And now, oh, another. Trying to go back to the arm again. Nice takedown. Is he going for a STO this time? No! Gonna switch it up. That could have been where he could have locked in that STF. Instead went for the elbow. A nice slingshot from Yuri. Yuri now has him. Nice go behind. Nice chop block. Ooh, and a nice spinning heel kick. I think that was meant for Cena on the ground, but Cena able to get up super fast. Once again, Yuri working on that knee. Trying to disable the base of Cena. Of course, Cena is a very powerful superstar. Lifting up people for that AA is all in the knees. Right? All of the running during the moves of doom, all in the knees. So you gotta want to work those knees. It's very smart by Yuri. A lot of people would probably try to go after the previously injured biceps, but Yuri knows ball. That's to say the least. Cena now has him on the outside. Yuri now with the go behind. Spin him around. And throwing him back in the ring. With a big boot to boot. Oh, wait a sec. Cat and mouse right now. Cena leads him back outside again. Cena now trying to take... They just put my table back together. Why are you doing this? Why do we have to go through this? Cena now. Go behind, strikes. Gonna throw him. Oh, right onto the corner. No. Oh, no. Not again. Not again. Cena going up. Big elbow drop through the table. Yuri a little hard for breath now. Trying to get his bearings back. Oh no. We've seen this before. Word life. The attitude adjustment. That's got to be it, folks. Into the cover. Hook of the far leg. 2 and no! Yuri kicks out. He's got a little bit of steam left, it looks like. Well, Cena, quick counter. Now has him in the corner. Back, stomach first in the corner. Yuri trying to fight back. Cena, though, with the Lutez press. Right now, it is all Cena. Ever since he went through that table. Oh, no, there it is. a modified STF. Instead, more of a regal stretch almost. Does not have that leg trapped, but has both arms instead. And that's going to be it. Yuri taps out, or gives up. Either way, the referee has stopped this, and Cena is your winner here in our main event. Take a look at that beautiful elbow drop through my table a second time. There it is, the AA. We thought this was it, but Yuri had a little bit more fight left in him. And it wasn't until that you see here, this kick out at 2 9/10 basically. Until he got locked into that stretch, that Cena stretch. And folks, that sets up Cena pretty well in the power rankings, if I do say so myself. Folks, your winner of your main event of episode 2, Word Life, John Cena. Folks, remember next week, the first defense of the World Championship, Manus and Isaiah Chimmel, as well as more tag team action. Cannot wait to see you guys next time here on Revolution Wrestling. We'll see you guys next week.